welcome or welcome back, as the case may be. And today I've got for you a bit of a product review, a review of probably one of the most important things that we can take with us when we're out and about as motorcyclists. But before we get into that, can I please implore you, if you have not already, to consider subscribing to this channel. It's really simple. Just click subscribe or tap on your screen, or use that there TV remote if you're watching this content on a smart TV. Just subscribe to the channel, please. It doesn't cost you a penny, not now, nor at any point in the future, but it makes a really big difference to me, and I really would appreciate it if you would subscribe. And if you think you're already subscribed, please from time to time double check that your subscription is still valid. Okay, brilliant, thank you. So let's get on to today. Yeah, one of the most important things that we can take with us as a motorcyclist is some means of re-inflating a deflated tyre. And such is the state of our roads these days that you can never rule out getting a puncture when you're out and about on your bike. So if you're like me, you'll carry a puncture repair outfit with you. And whether you're running tubed or tubeless tyres, if it is your intention to effect a roadside repair, if you do get a puncture, then you are going to need some means of blowing that tyre back up. And for me, it's normally one of these here portable compressors. Now, back in the day, we used to have to take a big heavy metal foot pump with us, be it for our cars or our motorcyclists. Who remembers them? But any road up. This is what I carry around these days. It's a portable battery operated compressor. Fairly widely available, not massively expensive, and will do the job. But having one of those in your pocket, I think that might be a little bit uncomfortable. Probably just a little bit too big and a little bit too heavy to practically carry around something like this in your jacket pocket, for example. Because not everybody has luggage on the bike, not everybody carries a rucksack or a body bag or something like that with them. And yeah, popping that in your pocket, bit unwieldy, I would suggest. But what if I were to tell you you could get something that does exactly the same job, as well, if not better, that was less than half the size? I kid ye not. Here we have the Cycplus AS2 Pro Max Tyre Inflator. Dandy little thing, about the size of a fag packet. That's a cigarette packet to my American viewers. And a very bijou but well-made item indeed. Comes with this removable silicone case, but I recommend that for our purposes as motorcyclists we keep this silicone case actually on the unit itself, not least because you get a better grip of it, and it obviously protects the inflator itself. But it also shields a certain amount of heat that inevitably builds up if we're inflating something as substantial as a motorcycle tyre or a car tyre for that matter. So it comes with that. This is the box it comes in, this here box, and it comes with a handy dandy waterproof bag. Of course, a set of instructions and some accessories, which includes the charging lead, standard USB-C charging lead. It includes a couple of accessories for connecting this direct, i.e. without using the flexible valve connector, to a Schrader valve, but I wouldn't recommend doing that on a motorcycle tyre. Better to use the flexible connector that's provided here, which is a Schrader connector, and there also is a Presta valve converter. So a Presta valve adapter in there, normally found Presta valves on road orientated push bikes. I mean, even mountain bikes have Schrader valves these days, just like the vast majority of cars and motorcycles. So yeah, everything you need there basically. Oh, and a ball inflator valve as well, if you're into inflating your balls. I'll say no more about that. But yeah, so that's what you get in the kit. Now this I've fully charged beforehand, and what we're going to do is I'm going to use this to re-inflate the rear tyre on my Royal Enfield Classic 350, which I've conveniently completely deflated. So the running pressure on that at the back's about 35 psi, and I'll show you how we fire this thing up and how we make the necessary adjustments. So you'll see at the front there are 3 buttons. The top one you press and hold to turn the device on, and there you'll get a display with the preset PSI value. If you're wanting to convert from PSI to bar, you press the bottom 2 buttons simultaneously to cycle through. There we are, between bar and PSI. Okay, and to actually adjust the PSI setting, it's either minus or plus to get to the required setting. And this goes up to, would you believe, 120 psi. So this is going to be more than capable, I would have thought, of inflating any motorcycle tyre. There you've got your battery status indicator, fully charged, as I say. And yeah, that's it, very straightforward. And to turn it off, press and hold the top button. And there we go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to see how long exactly this unit takes to re-inflate a completely deflated tyre at the back of a Royal Enfield Classic 350. So let's have a look and see how we get on. Right then, so here we are with the rear tyre of my Royal Enfield Classic 350. Completely deflated, and just to prove the point, I've got a very accurate certified tyre pressure gauge here, and we'll just give that a good old press. And as you can see, diddly squat, note, hey, right. Let's put this here Cycplus AS2 Pro to the test. So here we go. I'm going to attach the valve connector, and then I'm going to attach the valve connector to the Schrader valve, and it just locks in place with that little wheel there. Thus, get it nice and snug. Then we'll turn on by press and hold, and we want in 35 psi for a pillion, so we'll set it to 35 psi. So you can either go up or you can go down with these buttons here. So we'll get down to 35 psi. Quite encouraging to see that this will actually go up to 120 psi. That is remarkable. You're never going to need that in the world of motorcycling. So let's go to 35, and then we'll drop it to 32, which is the setting for solo riding. Press to start, and I'll time it. Off she goes, and if all goes to plan at 35 psi precisely, that should knock itself off. So let's see. Right, okay, so that was 2.5 minutes, give or take. Pretty good. So let's just disconnect the unit. It's a little bit warm, not excessively so. And let's see what the accurate tyre pressure gauge is going to tell us about this. There we go. Pretty much bang on 35, between 34 and 35 psi. Right, hope that was of some interest to you. As you can see, this handy dandy little device here managed to re-inflate a completely deflated motorcycle tyre in about 2.5 minutes. And even at the end of that 2.5 minutes, this still showing a full charge. So I would imagine this will cover even circumstances where you get a couple of flats on a car. It will very easily re-inflate a car tyre or a motorcycle tyre with a higher running PSI than 35. Most bikes tend to be sort of 36 front, 42 rear. I reckon if you were out and about and were unlucky enough to puncture both of those and repair them at the roadside, you could re-inflate both within 5 minutes using this little thing here. Dead easy to slip in your pocket with a few plugs and other bits and bats that you might need to actually repair a puncture. Obviously it's a different sketch for tubeless to tubed, but either way, if you're going to effect a roadside repair, you're going to have to re-inflate that tyre. And this very compact, easy to carry way of providing for that eventuality, and a massive improvement on them silly little gas canisters as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, the Cycplus AS2 Pro Max Tyre Inflator. Link in the description below. If you follow that link and you want to buy one of these, you'll get 5% off, courtesy of me. 5% off if you follow the link below to buy one of these units. And all you need to do is use the promotional code TBW5. TBW5, and that will get you 5% off this fantastic little tyre inflator. Okay, hope that was of some interest to you. If it was, please click a like, please click subscribe, and in the meantime, and until the next time, ride safe, be kind, and of course, I'll see thee.